We are hanging out on the patio on Twin Cities Live. Kevin Dorn from 5 Eyewitness
I've always
News.
wanted to come out to the patio. I've never been invited to the patio.
Well, you got promoted today.
Well,
It's
thank
a big
you.
day.
Thank you for
and
inviting me to your patio.
we're going to give you some beef. Okay, all week long we are grilling around the globe here on Twin Cities Live. This is our annual 12 Days of Grilling series. It's presented by the Minnesota Beef Council. And today we're headed north to a country that Minnesotans, many of us, very familiar with. Many people have family heritage here, Norway. And did you know a traditional Norwegian Christmas feast usually includes some sort of ribs? Okay, so here to show us a recipe for Scandinavian Beef Short Ribs, the owner of Coalition and Excelsior, Chef Eli Wollenzien.
Yes.
Welcome,
Eli, nice to see you.
Thank you for having me again.
Tell us about these ribs. First of all, they're giant.
Yeah.
Well,
what is the cut here specifically?
what's going
well,
on?
this is a short rib.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so if you think of beef ribs, of course,
Yep.
a cow is much larger than a pig. In America, we traditionally eat pork ribs.
Like barbecue
Yep.
ribs, right?
But beef ribs are wonderful, and but they're big bones, so you need to have like they're like caveman bones, so you need to have a big plate.
No, can I get them at the store like this, or do you
So
cut these down
nope,
yourself?
these are you can get right from the store. So these are just the longer bones that have been cut into sections, right?
So when
it
you
still
ask
has the
for
rib
it,
bone.
you say, I want short ribs.
Yep, you'd want
Beef
a short
short
rib.
ribs.
Beef short ribs.
Okay,
Yep.
that's
These are
what you
beef
get.
short ribs, but you can get long bone ribs as well, which would be the actual
The
rib
Fred
that
Flintstone ribs.
Exactly, but they're very big, and you traditionally don't see them as much in the States. But these are wonderful. The good thing about beef when you're grilling using ribs is it has a lot more fat content than pork. So pork is
So
going to dry
more-
out a
more
little bit.
flavor,
quicker.
too.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, and if you're grilling it too, that fat protects it. So it's
Whoever gets that
so it's gonna be
fly, I'll give you
wonderful.
$20. Do you hear me? $20. Did you get it? No way.
No.
All right, so what are we going to do to flavor these up a little bit?
So I've got some traditional Scandinavian spices, definitely more of the sweeter spices they like to use, allspice, nutmeg, coriander, clove.
I can
and
smell
so-
the allspice.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we probably liken it closest to maybe Swedish meatballs or something like
Oh.
that kind of smell. And so you kind of get that same likening from it. What I'm going to do first is just score these on top, which just means cutting a little bit of a line down the
And why
fat.
are you scoring them?
Well, they'll kind of fall apart a little easier. You can see it has some fat sinuate on top there.
Yep.
But then I'm going to also just stick it full of some cloves.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Put them right
so
in
yeah,
there.
just put them right in there, and they penetrate the meat a little bit.
Okay, so if this is kind of a traditional Christmas thing, you would think of
Absolutely.
doing that in the oven, but you're going to actually
Yep.
do it on the grill.
Well, we're going to start them in the oven. We're going to get them tender in the oven. They could be cooled after that point and then reheated on the grill. But the grill afterwards gives it a nice char on the outside.
like
And
that.
Elizabeth, you can grill in December.
That's
January.
That's true.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
do.
absolutely, and you know, Scandinavia is a very cold area, so they love their meat and potatoes. So it's beef and usually
Hearty
potatoes.
meal.
Absolutely. So I'm going to make a little bit of a rub for this, like I was saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's going to just have some olive oil.
Do you need some help? Can I put some things in for
Yep,
you?
yep.
What's this?
That's going to be a little Worcestershire. Just put a little dab of that in there.
Little dab, not
Yep,
go
there
crazy.
you go.
Okay.
We've got allspice, which is
Whoops.
You
big
can use
part
so
of
much
it.
allspice for so many things.
Yeah.
absolutely. You got black pepper, of course. We
You want a
got
bunch of
ground
salt?
coriander. Yep, some salt,
Okay, maybe some more.
and then we got some sugar.
And this is the rub.
Yeah, this is going to be our rub. So once you mix
A
it
paste
together,
almost.
absolutely, yeah. Once you get it together, you just kind of get a paste
Oh my
like
gosh, you
this.
guys,
Doesn't
smells
it smell
so
great?
good.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
rich.
I love
and then you're
that.
going to be able to just
And just be
keep
sloppy
your,
and messy.
Yeah, you can
Get
even
it
just
on
kind
there.
of get and you know
looks so
some of
fancy.
it might come off just a bit when you're in the pan. So we're going to just put that in there. I
And
guess
you put them bone side down, I see.
I do. I put them both side down. They might fall, but while they're baking, and that's okay.
And what do you do for how many people? Because you have
Yeah,
this, like this
that could
serving.
feed 4 easily. You know,
Okay.
these are very rich.
Yeah.
Lots of meat. I'm just going to put a little beef stock in here. Yeah. I could eat both of these. Yes, absolutely.
Depends on your portion.
And then a little
control.
butter.
Well, hello, honey.
Some butter, of
Add
course.
that
And then
in.
you pop them in the oven.
We're going to pop that in the oven. I did the ones that I'm going to grill here. I did about 2.5 hours. So
At what temperature?
250. So
Okay.
And just
depending.
to tenderize them, then you finish them on the
Absolutely, yeah. You should be able to kind of pick them away with a fork. So
Should we go over there?
absolutely, I'll grab the
You wanna grab 'em?
ribs.
Okay. Oh, you guys.
Oh my
So I've got
goodness.
these.
that.
See, notice how they've shrunk up a little bit on the bone.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Man,
Eli, is it true that the best tasting meat is next to the bone?
Well, that's absolutely. That's what is typically believed, and that's why you'll see a lot of bone-in
Right.
beef. And you know, because there's a lot of cartilage, a lot of marrow, a lot of that stuff around
flavor.
that bone area.
Yeah.
That's given off. Go ahead and give it a try. I got a nice knife here.
Oh my goodness.
And so you can see you have that nice dark crust on there.
Look, you guys.
can see the herbs They
you
pulls
kidding me?
apart almost with your fork.
Here, you want me to just give you a
Can I-
big bite? This is for you.
Thank you.
Look,
look
at
at
that,
that.
sir. Oh my goodness. I love how it looks so charred.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think people.
So tender though.
Absolutely. I think people, you know, we get challenged in the summertime of what we're going to eat. Burgers and brats, you know, every night, just don't do it. So
my gosh.
doing a short rib like this is really unique and
And that's like
absolutely wonderful.
if you love like a pot roasty kind of flavor and
Absolutely.
texture, it's like a pot
Right.
roast times
I mean,
100 in
you
goodness.
wouldn't want to put any other sauce on top of it. They are done. That
No,
is
those are done.
delicious.
Those are wonderful. Maybe serve it with some potatoes. Maybe probably a salad would be good with
Yeah,
it.
maybe some greens. That's delicious.
Thank you very
Wait,
much.
I mean,
That's
he
awesome.
never disappoints, but that's really, really
Thank
outstanding.
Thank you, Eli.
You
Okay,
bet.
so get this recipe. You definitely want it. Go to our website for Scandinavian Short Ribs. Go to twincitieslive.com. It's right there under food. You're also going to find a link to Eli's Restaurant Coalition in Excelsior, and we have more grilling recipes and meal ideas. Just check out the Minnesota Beef Council website, or follow them on social media and stop by their booth at the State Fair. They're in the Dairy Building. Big thanks to the Minnesota Beef Council for sponsoring the 12 days of grilling. Okay, tomorrow, Emily is taking us to Peppers and Fries in Minneapolis to learn how to make a